All right. Let's begin. So, the story, if you remember, where we ended last time, Indra's wife, Shachi, she was in trouble. And Tarkeya, there was this demon called Tarkeya. He wanted to marry her and he was pressurizing her, come and get married to me. And he had captured all the celestial beings. And Shachi was in so much trouble, she didn't know what to do. She tried to play a trick. She said, okay, why do you want to marry me? Why don't you marry Lakshmi? I am the servant of Lakshmi. If you conquer Lakshmi, I will be there for you. So Tarke tries to go and fights with Lakshmi, and then Lakshmi and Vishnu also are not able to fight with him, and they also disappear from the scene. And then Gauri has no other solution. So what does she do? She remembers her Guru. So the Guru comes and Guru gives her the name of Tripura, 108 names of Tripura, and tells her, pray to Ma Tripura, only she'll be able to save you now. So those 108 names she chanted sincerely for almost a month. And then Ma Tripura came, Gauri came, and Gauri then fought with Tarke, and Tarke lost it. Tarke was defeated. Tarke came in control. And thus Gauri saved Shachi. Go back to the story, flashback again. Who is telling this story to whom? This story, Narad Ji is telling to Himvan. Who is Himvan? He is Himalayas personified. Why is he telling this story? Because Himvan was praying to Ma, and Himvan wanted a child. He was childless. So Narad said, okay, I'll give you a nice prayer. You pray this and you will get child, you will get Divine Mother coming in front of you, and then you ask Divine Mother to bring you to become your child. So Himvan said, okay, but what is the significance of Gauri? Tell me. So to tell the significance of Gauri, Narad Ji is telling this story to Himvan, that Gauri did this thing and she protected Shachi, and Shachi prayed through this stotra, and that is how Gauri appeared in front of her. So go back more. Who is telling to whom? Before that, Parashuram. Remember Parashuram and Dattatreya? The whole conversation is between Parashuram and Dattatreya. This whole story is known as Kamopakhyan. The birth of Kam and the death of Kam. Who is Kam? Lakshmi's son. Why was he created? To protect the Devatas. Why to protect the Devatas? Because on earth everybody was very happy and they were not doing the yagyas, the Ravans, to please the Devatas. So they were doing it. So 1 second, hold on. My dog is barking here in the background. Sorry. So Kam was created to protect the Devatas, because the people on earth were very satisfied. They were not praying to the Devatas, and Devatas thought their power will get reduced if the people on earth are not praying. So Kam was created. Kam was this 5-year-old kid, and then the war happened. You all remember that, and Kam was defeated. All the stories. So in that whole series, the story came of Gauri and how Gauri protected Shachi. So today's chapter, we are going to take all those 108 names which Indrani Shachi, the wife of Indra, chanted. Iti shutva katham punyam Gauri veera vichitritam aprichat bhargavo bhuyo dattatreya mahamunim bhagwan adbhutatamam gaurya viryam udaritam shunvato nahi me tripti katham me mukhani sritam. Now Parashuram is listening, and Parashuram is, oh Gurudev Dattatreya, I really like what you are saying. Your stories are so nice to hear. My heart is not getting satisfied. I want to hear more and more from you. Please tell me more. What happened? And tell me that stotra, that prayer, what Shachi chanted. I want to hear that prayer. If you are okay, Gurudev, please let me know. भार्गवेणे अथम आपृष्टो योगिराड त्रिनंदनः अष्टोत्तर शतम नाम्नां प्राह गौर्या दयानिधि जामदग्न्यं शृणुं स्तोत्रं गौरी नाम अभिरिङ्कितं मनोहरं वाञ्छितदं महा आपद विनिवारणम. So Dattatreya was very pleased. Dattatreya said, "Oh Parashuram, I'm going to tell you that whole stotra. If anybody recites this stotra, if they are in difficulty, if they are in problem, if somebody sincerely recites this stotra, they will get the help from Tripura and they will get solution to their problem. So for the benefit of everybody, I am going to chant. Sotrasya rishi prokta angira chanda iritah anushtup chanda devata gauri apanna chaya yojapet. The rishi of this stotra is Angira, and the devata of this stotra is Ma Gauri. So rishi is Angira, who gave the 108 mantras, and Angiras, the rishi is Angiras, who gave the 108 mantras, and the devata by which these mantras are to be prayed is Devi Gauri. Hrim Rim Ityadi Vinasya Dhyatva Stotra Mudirayet Singha Sanstha Mechakabham Kausubhang Kashubhitam. So Rim Rim is the mantra that has to be chanted, and one has to remember Ma Gauri, and one has to remember Gauri. How is her form? So the form is also given. So the pattern usually is who wrote, when a stotra is chanted, when they write this rishi. So it is to indicate, to give a prayer, to indicate that this rishi wrote the stotra. So we are grateful to that rishi who gave us this stotra. And from this stotra, what Devi and Devatas are indicated, that is also given. And what are the mantras of that Devi Devata, that is also given. And what is the form of that Devi Devata, that deity, is also given. So that is a pattern in all stotras. That stotra means prayers. Stotra means prayers. So all stotras, that is a pattern, okay, which we have made so ritualistic. People many times, they fight over this. I've seen very, very hardcore, there are Orthodox people, they'll be like fighting over, oh, this nyas, that nyas has to be done. But the purpose of all that is to remember. Whether you know the Sanskrit slokas or not, whether you know the Sanskrit nyas or not, doesn't really matter. Who wrote the stotra? Okay, the Guru. Let's remember him. What is the purpose? Whom is this stotra indicating? The Devi or Devata. Let's remember that. And the mantra of that Devi Devata. Let's remember that. That's all. And now meditate on the form of that Devi before starting the stotra. So what is the form? He says, she is sitting on a lion, singhastham, and mechakabham. She's sitting on a lion, and there's a blue radiant light that is coming out of her. Very blue, nice, beautiful line. And kausubhang kashubhitam, and she's wearing silken color, silken dress, and which is something like reddish in color. So when you meditate, when Gauri is meditating, when you're meditating on Gauri, she's sitting on the lion, and a little bit of darkness in the background. So little bluish light coming from her, and she's wearing a nice red colored cloth, shiny silken cloth. Khadgam khetam trishulascha mudgaram vibrantim karem. In her hand, she has a khadga, a sword, a khetam, it's like a pash, okay, and she has a sword, a mace, a gada means a mace, and then she has a trishul means a trident, and then she has a rope. So 4 weapons she is having. So all these 4 weapons, why does she have? Khadga, Khadga means something to cut off. So to cut off all the negativities of the devotee who is praying to her. All these four things, okay? To cut off the negativities of all the devotees who are praying to her. So our deities, our goddesses are always very powerful. They are not meek. So they will always have these weapons, and holding weapons was considered powerful for the protection of the meek. So she is having all this trident, okay? Trident, she's having the mace, gada, and she's having all these things in her four hands. And these four weapons are also shining very bright. Chandra Chudam Trinayanam Dhyayet Gauri Gaurim Abhishtadam. And she's wearing a beautiful crown. And in that crown, she has the moon, the crescent moon. And she has three beautiful eyes. And we have to meditate on this Gauri. So this Gauri who has three beautiful eyes, who's wearing a beautiful crown with a moon. She's having four hands. In her four hands, she's having these four weapons. And she's wearing a red color, shiny red color cloth. And there's a bluish radiant light that is coming out of her. And she's sitting on a lion. We meditate on this Gauri. Gauri Gojanani Vidya Shiva Devi Maheshwari Narayana Anuja Namra Bhushana Anuta Vaibhava. So the names actually start from now. Okay. So the first name is Gauri. Gauri means she's fair. Gojanani. Gojanani has many meanings. From her came the earth. From her came the universe. Go has many meanings. Okay. Go also means your senses. So from her came all these senses. Go means the mind. From her came your mind, man buddhi, ahankar. So she is the one who is everything. So Gauri, Go Janani, Vidya, she is all the knowledge. She is Shiva. She is the most auspicious energy. She is Devi. She is the goddess. She is Maheshwari. She is the supreme controller of everything. Gauri, Gojanani, Vidya, Shiva Deva Devi Maheshwari, Narayana Anuja. She is the sister of Narayan, Krishna, Namra Bhushna Nuta Vaibhava. She is Namra. Her Namra means she's very humble. She's very powerful. At the same time, she's very humble. And that's her ornament. Humility is her ornament. So Namra Bhushana and Nuta Vaibhava, somebody who bows down to her, she gives them opulences. Trinetra, Trishikha, Sambhusan Shaya Shachi Bhushana, Shulahasta, Shrutadhara, Shubda, Shubharupini. All these are different names and they have many meanings. Few of the meanings I'm telling, but others I will just, because the names itself will take another one whole class. So I'll just tell the names, okay? So Trinetra, she has three eyes, Trishikha, Sambhu Sanchaya, Shashi Bhushana, Shulahasta, Shrutadhara, Shubda, Shubharupini. She's auspicious and she bestows auspiciousness. Uma, Parvati, Uma, Bhagavati, Ratri, she is the night. Som, Surya, Agni, Lochana, she has three eyes. And what are the three eyes? The sun, the moon, and the Agni. Those are her. Agni means fire. Sun, moon, and fire are her three eyes. Som, Surya Atma Tatanka. She wears the sun and the orbits of the sun and the moon as her earrings. Soma Sura Kuchadvai. Her two breasts are the sun and the moon. Why the two breasts are sun and the moon? Because sun and the moon, it's a concept. The sun gives us the energy. Every living being, the sun gives us the energy to live. The moon, it gives us the nutrition. It gives the nutrition to the plants. So sun and moon are the one who are giving nutrition to every living being. So this sun and moon are the breasts of mother, because a mother is feeding all her children. So we are all her children. This whole world is her children. And how does she feed us? How does she make us so powerful, so strong? Through the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon are her breasts. So that's the imagination, that's the visualization of Ma being the universal goddess. Everything is under her control. So she is pervading everywhere. So that's the thing. Surya Lochana, okay. So, and then Amba, Ambika, Ambujadhara, Ambujarupa, Pyayini, Sthira. She is in the form of water. 70% of the world is covered with water. She is water. So, and she's the one who gives water to everybody, because without water we cannot live. So many names like that. Shiva Priya, Sthira, Shivankastha. Shivji likes her and she sits on the lap of Shiva. Shobhana, she's most auspicious, very beautiful. Shumbhanashini, Khadgahasta, Khaga, Ketadara Khat, Shani Bhakriti, Kausumba Chela, Kausumba Priya, Kundanibha Dvija, Kali Kapalini Krura, Karvala Kara Kriya. So at one point she's very beautiful. Everything that you see in the nature beautiful is her. But anything in the nature which is terrible, that also is her. That also is her. So all beautiful things is her. All terrible things is her. I've told this experience of mine. I was seeing one day National Geographic, and then I see that lioness, she's so terrible. She's so cruel. She goes and attacks a baby deer. And I saw that and I was like, wow, this is so cruel. So she attacks the baby deer. And then she drags the baby deer like that. The baby deer is bleeding, almost kind of death. And then she brings. So I'm seeing how terrible, how cruel, how bad. And then this lioness gets this baby deer and gives it to its cubs to eat. And the cubs are eating, and the lioness is sitting so nicely watching the cubs are eating. And I'm like, wow, how beautiful. So at the same time, you see these two different shades. At one time, she's cruel, the same lioness. And another time, she's like a mother. So this is what Prakriti is. This is what nature is. This is what Supreme Goddess is. She's created everything beautiful. And she only destroys everything. She creates spring, and you will see flowers everywhere. She creates fall, leaves are falling. She creates snow, everything is dead. And then again, things become nice again. She does it. She gives birth to everybody, and then everybody dies. She takes care. She comes in the form of volcanoes. She comes in the form of tornadoes. She gives water for us to drink, and then she only becomes a tornado and cyclone and then kills everything. She is our breath. We are breathing her every day. But when she becomes terrible, when the wind is bad, she can destroy the entire village, entire town, entire city. So that's her. Sun rises, gives us all the energy we need. But if it is too scorching heat, it will be really bad. So at one moment, she is very nice. But the other forms of her, where she is terrible. So those names are given here. Kali, Karali, Kapalini, Krura. Krura means very cruel. Karvalakara, Kriya, Kamya, Kumari, Kutila. She is in every form. Wherever there is shrewdness, it's her. Wherever there is sweetness, it's her. Wherever there is innocence, it is her. So she is innocent, as well as the same time she is very shrewd, very cunning. All sorts of intelligence that you see in the world is only her. So Kamya, Kumari, Kutila, Kumaramba, Kuleshwari, Nudani, Mrigashabakshi, Mrududeha, Mrigapriya. Matrika, Mrukunda Pujita, Madhvi, Priya, Matra, Gadedita, Matrika, Madhvi, Madhyan, Manasa, Madirekshana, Modarupa, Modakari, Munidhyeya, Manonmani. She is the one. There was a saint called Markande. He worshipped her. She is the one who gives happiness. Modarupa. Mod means happiness. She gives happiness. Her son is Ganesha. He keeps eating modak. Modak is sweet. So that is indicative that Ganesh is always happy. Why he is happy? Because she is his mother. So he is always happy. He is enjoying modak. So she is Modarupa, Modakari. She is Munidhyeya. All the munis, all the sages are meditating on her. She is Manon Mani. Everybody is intoxicated. Everybody's mind is intoxicated by her thoughts. So she is Manon Mani. She is Munidhyeya. Parvatastha, Parva Pujya, Parama Paramarthada, Parvatastha Parpurva Pujya Parama Paramarthada Paratpara Paramarshamayi Parinata Akhila Pashi Sevya Pashupati Priya Pashu Vrisastuta Paschanto Parachidrupa Parivada Harapara. She is Pashupati Priya. Pashupati is the name of Shiva. Who is the Pashu? We are all Pashu. We are all animal-like. So our master is Shiva. We are animal-like. Our master is Shiva, Pashupati, and Pashupati worships her. She is his wife, but he worships her. So it is so beautiful. He considers her so important, gives her so much importance to her own wife. He worships her. Pashupati, Priya, Pashu Vrishastuta. Pashu Vrishastuta means all the dharmas. Vrisha means the dharma, the religion. So all the dharmas, humans, they follow a dharma. So that dharma is indicative of the Vrisha, bull. So all dharmas are worshipping her. So Pashupati Priya, Pashu Vrishastuta, Pashyanti Parachita Rupa, Parivada Harapara. She is the form of the sound. She is manifest. At the same time, she is unmanifest. Sarvagya Sarvarupa Sa Sampati Sampadunnata Apan Nivarani Bhakta Sulabha Karunamai. She is everywhere. She is in every form. She is in all the wealth. She gives all good things to her devotees. Apan Nivarani. And when the devotees are in trouble, she removes all the trouble. Bhakta Sulabha. She is very easy to attain by bhakti. Karunamai. She is very compassionate. Kalavati Kalamula Kalakalita Vigraha Ganasevya Ganeshana Gatirgamana Varjita. She is worshipped by Gana, all the Ganas, all people, and their leader is Ganesha. She is worshipped by him also. And Gatir Gamana Varjita. It is very difficult to find out what her next step will be. You cannot catch her. Very difficult to catch her, but at the same time, it is very difficult to get through her through your devotion. Ishwari Shanadayita Shakti Shamita Pataka Pitaka Pitika Rupa Prishat Pujya Prabhamai Mahamaya Matangeshta Loka Loka Shivangana Etata Vihitam Rama Stotram Atyanta Durlabham. Oh, now so Stotra is over. Dattatreya Bhagwan says to Parashuram, Parashuram, this is the stotra that I've given you. I told you, I mentioned few of the names who worship her and how you can achieve her. And there is one more Rishi called Matanga. Matanga Rishi was also worshipping her all the time. So she is worshipped by everybody. And this is the 108 names. They remove the problems of, she removes the problems of the devotees and she gives them everything. Etat Gauri Ashtottar Shatnamabhi Sumanoharam Apad Ambodhitarne Sudrid Aplava Rupakam Etat Prapatatam Nityam Apado Yanti Durataha Gauri Prasada Jananam Atmagyana Pradam Nidam. Those who sincerely read these stotras, 108 names of Gauri, all their problems go away. And not only that, Gauri gives them the knowledge of self-realization. So your brains get developed and your spiritual knowledge will get developed. The one who has faith in these 108 names and who reads these 108 names. Bhaktya prapadatam pumsam siddhyate akhilam hitam ante kaivalam apnoti satyam te bhagavate bhargaveritam. Oh Bhargav, I'm also telling one thing. If somebody chants it sincerely, okay, all siddhis, whatever they are desiring will be fulfilled. Siddhim siddhyat akhilam hitam. Just by chanting this, all things that they desire will be fulfilled. And not only that, if at the time of death, if they are able to remember these names, they will be liberated. Ante kaivalam apnoti. Antam, ante, in the end time, if somebody has practiced this 108 names throughout his life, automatically this will come in the mouth. So when you see, today also, 8th chapter we are reading in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, remember me at the time of your death, and you will come to my dham. And my dham, in my abode, there is an apara shakti. There is a higher divine energy in my abode, which never gets end. So that Apara Shakti is Ma Tripura only. So here also Tripura is saying, those who remember this 108 slok, Gurudev Dattatreya is saying, those who remember Tripura with this 108 names at the time of their death. Who can remember 108 names at the time of the death? You can't open the book and read. Understand? At the time of death, your mind is out of control. Only if you have practiced it throughout the life, that this is in your consciousness. Like if you sleep also, no, the mantra should go on in your consciousness. Then it becomes your habit, and then at the time of death, that mantra will come. So those who have practiced this sincerely, ante kaivalam apnoti, they will also get that liberated position. They will get liberated. Same thing what Bhagavan said. Somebody is remembering Om Akshar and Brahma, and then they get that liberation. Same thing here also. If somebody is remembering Matripura, they will get it. Sutavetham Naradavachah Praleya Ardri Mahamati Gauri Muddishya Tapsi Nichalam Man Adade. So this 108 names Guru Dattatreya told to Parashuram. And through them, we have learned the importance of 108 name. Now this story was, who was telling? Narad was telling to Himvan. Okay, Parvatraj. Himvan is Himalayas personified. Himalayas has become a person. The Himalayan mountains have become a person. That person is Himvan. And Himvan is hearing these glories of Gauri, of Tripura, of Devi from Narad. When Himvan heard this, he felt so nice. He felt very inspired that Ma can give everything. She can fulfill all your desires. By these 108 names, let me go and sincerely chant these 108 names. I desire for a child. So with Narad's blessing, the Guru's blessing, he took this name and went to the Ganges, sat down there with his wife and started remembering this sloka. But before started remembering the sloka, he made one murti out of, murti means a statue, an idol out of the mud, and the murti was resembling exactly how it is given in the dhyan. The goddess sitting on a lion, and same 4 hands, she is having all those things, and she's blessing also. Now, one thing we have to know, why is goddess always sitting on the lion? The lion indicates the mind of a devotee. To go on this path of spirituality, you have to be very strong. At the same time, humble. Shakti, too much of energy, too much of Shakti may lead you to ego. So that ego, when a devotee is praying to Ma, that devotee becomes very... Hold on. Buddy. So when the devotee is praying to Shakti, he'll become very powerful day by day, very powerful day by day. But this power should not make him egoistic. So that is why mother sits on this kind of, this lion-like devotee. So she's controlling. So a devotee is always powerful, but he is always aware that my powers are being controlled by the supreme powerful controller, who is Maheshwari, who is Devi. So seeing Devi sitting on the lion is indicating the devotee, the powerful devotee who is remembering Ma, who is surrendered to Ma, who is controlled by Ma. So he started praying and he went into deep meditation. And after the deep meditation, he started reading these 108 names again and again. For 12 years, this Himvan meditated and prayed this stotra, and his food was very simple. He was eating very simple things, mostly living on the vegetation and the root vegetables, whatever it was available in the Himalayas. He lived a very simple life, even though he was a king, but he lived a very simple life and prayed to Ma. And after 12 years, Ma came to him. And Ma was very happy, and Ma said, Himvan, you have been praying to me. Tell me, what do you want? Himvan looked at Gauri and said, Oh Gauri, I'm very happy that you have come. After looking at you, I've forgotten what I should be asking to you. I'm so overwhelmed right now. But my desire, but since you have asked me, Gauri is like, no, you asked me, what do you want? He says, I have one desire. I don't have a child. In this world, if somebody does not have a child, then they're not considered to be very fortunate. So, oh Gauri, oh Ma, I don't have a child. So please bless me with a child. And I don't want any ordinary child. Oh Ma Gauri, if you are really happy, I want you as my child. So Gauri looked at him. Gauri is like, you are asking too much. Gauri is like, I have to tell you, I don't want to come back into this world. I don't want to incarnate. So I won't even come, like, I don't want to come to you as your child. I will not fulfill this. Some other child will come, but not me. And I have blessed you with a daughter. You will get a daughter, even though you're not destined to get any children, but I'm still blessing you with a daughter. A daughter will come, but I don't want to come. So don't force me for that. I'll bless you with a daughter. And then Divine Mother vanished from there. Himvan got it. Himvan is like very sad. She blessed me with a daughter. And she said, she won't come. No, I won't take this. I want to pray. I want her only as my daughter. If she's not coming as my daughter, I will die. I will not take anything else lesser than this. And he told his wife, let's start our prayers again. Wife is also so nice. She's like, okay, whatever you desire, let's do that. So they again go back to the Ganges. And now he gets into even more stricter austerities. First, he was living only on fruits and vegetables and leafy vegetables. Then he started living on leaves, on water, drinking water. And he meditated like this. He performed his austerities like this for almost 100 years. And then he started living, he stopped water also. And he was only living on air. For almost 200 years, he was doing austerities to please Divine Mother to become his daughter. 200 years passed. Nothing happened. So now Himvan is like a lion-like devotee, right? I told you. He will not lose it. So focused. Have you seen lion, how he attacks? So focused. So Himvan is very focused. You are going to come to me as my daughter. That's it. I don't care about anything right now. So now what he did, he told his wife, okay, let's have a Havan Kund. Let's make a sacrificial fire. And I'm going to pray. And every day, I'm going to, what he did? He made a sacrificial fire and there was a tree. On that tree, he hung himself upside down. So he is hanging upside down and the sacrificial fire is burning here. And he told his wife to go on giving the ahutis. Ahutis means the oblations. So give the oblations to the fire, keep on doing swaha swaha. And I'm tying myself with this 100 ropes here. And every year, if Ma doesn't come, keep cutting the ropes. One rope you're going to cut. So for another 100 years, he took this decision. I am going to lie down upside down, tie me with 100 ropes. You're doing the prayer. If 1 year passes, cut one rope. So the wife is also supporting. Wife is doing swaha, 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 Shri Matre Namah Swaha, Shri Marage Namah Swaha, all the name 108 eight names. She started saying Gauri Namah Swaha, Janini Namah Swaha, Trinetra Namah Swaha, Trishikaya Namah Swaha. 108 done. 1 year passed, one rope cut. Again, same thing. Surya Agni Lochanaya Namah Swaha, Som Surya Atma Tartankaya Namah Swaha, Som Surya Kuchadvaya Namah Swaha, Ambai Namah Swaha. 1 more year passed, another rope cut. And so on. 99 years passed, 99 ropes cut. Now he's only on one rope. He might die. This time if the rope is cut, he's going to go straight into the sacrificial fire and he's going to die. He had made up his mind. If she is not coming, what's the point of living even? Now, when he was doing this kind of tapasya, and the sacrificial fire here became very hot, because his tapasya, when somebody is performing austerities, heat is generated. So his body is heated up. He is radiating so much heat that his heat started increasing the temperature of even the heavenly planets. So all the celestial beings up, they are feeling the heat. What is this heat? From where is heat coming in our? And then they looked, oh my God, down. This person, Himvan, he's doing this kind of austerities, lying upside down almost 300 years now. Why is he doing this austerity? They went to Brahmaji. Brahmaji is like, what happened, Indra and all? Why have you come? Brahmaji, they are saying, Brahmaji, we are feeling so hot. And then we look down, there is Himvan. Himvan is doing this kind of tapasya. Why is he doing this tapasya? Brahmaji said, I don't know. Let's go to Vishnu. Maybe he'll be able to guide us. Then they go to Vishnu, Vaikuntha Loka. Vishnu is like, all of you have come here. What happened today? They're like, Prabhu, help us. We are burning in our heaven. Our heaven is going to burn if we don't stop Himvan. What kind of tapasya is doing? And why is he doing this? He will burn us all. If he burns in that sacrificial fire, that fire will consume all of us. He's so powerful right now in his austerities. Only you can stop him. Vishnu ji said, okay, let's go to him. So all Vishnu ji, Brahma ji, Indra, everybody comes down. And there they see the wife is sitting. Vishnu ji goes and pranams the wife. Vishnu ji is like, oh great lady, can I know the reason of this austerities? I can see 99 ropes cut off. And this fire is just burning for so many years. And I can see your husband lying upside down. Looking at his body, he has performed this tapasya for so long, almost 300 years. What is the purpose? Why are you doing this? So the wife said, what to say? My husband wants Gauri as his daughter. That's it. If Gauri does not become daughter, he will burn himself. Vishnu is like, no, explain him. He's like, he won't listen. 300 years are gone. This is the last year. Vishnu is like, oh my God, if he burns, everything will start burning. Then Vishnu says, wait, I'll intervene. I'll do something. And then Vishnu started praying to Gauri. And with his prayers, Ma Gauri appeared there. Ma Gauri looks at Narayan. Narayan, why are you praying? Why is everybody gathered here? Why did you call me? You are my brother. Whatever you say, I will do. Tell me what happened. So Sri Hari Vishnu looked at her and smiled. And he said, oh Gauri, listen to me. There's a big problem that has come in this world. Gauri says, what problem? He says, the problem is the austerity of this Himvan. Look at the tapasya, look at the prayers he is doing. He is ready to burn himself in this fire. And if he burns himself in this fire, I'm pretty sure because of the heat of his austerity, all the 14 lokas will be burned. Oh Gauri, we were created by Tripura to maintain this world. How can it be burnt? It cannot be burnt. What is he wanting? All he wants is that you become his daughter. That's all. You are my sister. Oh Gauri, as a brother, I am requesting you. Please, my sister, please become his daughter. He has already given 299 years. 1 year more, and that's it. We will all burn. Because he is praying to you. You cannot be like this. So come as his daughter. Tripura listened to this. She looked at everybody. Everybody is shaking in fear. And her own brother is asking her. So then she said, all right. She looked at Himvan and said, Himvan, I will listen to my brother. You can stop your austerities, whatever you want to. Tell me exactly what you want and I will give you. Himvan looked at her and said, "Oh Ma, what else do I want? Right now I'm not able to even understand that whether this is truth or whether I'm dreaming. I have been praying for you for 300 years, waiting so eagerly. Now everything that has happened, all this story, I feel like it's a dream. So first of all, tell me I'm not in a dream." So Gauri right now was in a not in the full form in front of him. She was talking like a sound. So then she appears. She says, "Don't worry, it's me. I have accepted your prayers." He says, "If you have accepted my prayer, then please become my daughter. Don't say no this time. I want to see you as like my baby daughter, my baby. And this is my biggest desire. So I want to play with you. I want you to play in my home. So can you please become my baby daughter?" That's all my prayer. And this is the second time I'm asking you. Please do not say no. So thus ends the 20th chapter. Now we are entering the 29th chapter. Devi said, "Sutvaivam girirvarasya prarthnam sa maheshwari ruvachaati shubham vacham navo matra sarupini shunu parvata rajanya yastvaya yachitovara bhavishyati drutam sarvam tanujaham bhavami te yanmaya tvam nishiddho api tapasyeva visangrataha agnihatya mama vapus tapasate susadhitam." Gauri said, "Himraj, whatever you have desired, that will be fulfilled. I will come to you as your daughter. But since you went against my wishes first time, I told you I don't want to come back. But you forced me. Since you went against my wishes, even though I'll come like your daughter, you will forget that I am this Gauri. I am this divine form. You'll forget my divine form. So this was a blessing in disguise. Who wants to remember Gauri as divine form? You will only see me as a normal little girl growing up in your kingdom. That's all." And after that, Gauri disappeared. So he was very happy. And then slowly Maina became pregnant. And all the signs are given here. So Maina is his wife, Himvan's wife. Maina became pregnant, and Maina started looking very beautiful because Gauri's light entered into Maina. Maina is the mother. So Gauri's light, Ma's light entered into Maina, and Maina is looking very radiant right now because she's going to give birth to Gauri. Gauri is the goddess, supreme goddess. So she's looking very, very radiant, and she like a mother, So her face color changed, and hairs changed, and she became a little lazy also because her body is changing. So everything is becoming changing, and then Himvan is happy because there is going to be a good news very soon in their house. And then they started looking at the nature. Nature became very happy. So everywhere there were plants were flowering, and there were fruits in the plants, and all the animals were very happy, and the birds were chirping everywhere, and there were beautiful fragrances coming around. So the entire nature, including Maina, the mother, is now preparing for Gauri's incarnation. So that day also came when Gauri was supposed to be incarnated. And whenever there is a birth of Bhagwan or Devi or anything, they don't come like us. They don't come from the body. They appear as it is. So even when you listen to Krishna's birth, in Bhagavatam it is written, Krishna, when he came in front of Devaki in the prison, he came in his full Vishnu incarnation. And then Devaki and Vasudeva are like praying, please become like a small baby. And she felt so motherly. She said, I want to feed you. So come like a small baby. I want to breastfeed you. Then I will feel you are my baby. I want to love you. And then Vishnu becomes like a small baby. So it was not like she pushed the baby, she delivered the baby. No, not like that. Bhagwan came, appeared, and then Bhagwan becomes a small baby and comes in the lap. Okay. So same way here, Devi appeared in front of them. And when Devi appeared, so Devi's face was very different. Here it says, she was looking, so this baby had 3 eyes, okay, and same, she has 3 eyes on her head, on her forehead. She's having the moon, the crescent moon, and she's having 4 hands. Gauri's form. She's having 4 hands, in which one hand she has the sword, she has the mace, she has the pash, and she has the trident. Pash means the rope. She has a rope and she has the trident, and from her body the blue color light is coming everywhere, and she's full of ornaments. And when Devi came like that with blue form, a little bit bluish or color, Maina got a little frightened that why is she bluish? And then Parvatraj came, Himvan came. They both saw Gauri and they're like, Ma, you come, why are you so bluish? Why have you taken this color? Become like a fair color, Gauri. And we want you to become our baby. And then he goes on praying. Namo Devi Devesh Lokesh Pujye, Namo Gauri Bhakta Arti Sanghara Kartri, Namo Loka Jalaika Heta Sarupe, Namaste, Namaste, Namaste Bhavani. Himvan did a prayer. And in the prayer he says, Oh Devi, we pray to you. You are worshipped by all the devatas in all the lokas, and you are the one who removes the problems of all your devotees. Lokajalaika Hetu Sarupe, you are the one who has created this Lokajal, this web, world wide web. You are the one who has created. Namaste, Namaste, Namaste Bhavani. I bow to you, I bow to you, I bow to you. Parashakti Rupa Shivasya Tvameka. You are Parashakti. You are Shiva's energy. Jagajala Sutratmika Sarva Sanstha. This entire world is playing because you are the thread, holding the thread, and you are making the world play. Tameka Akshara Arthaika Rupa Virupa Namaste, Namaste, Namaste Bhavani. You are infallible and you are in different forms. Namaste, Namaste, Namaste to you. Natanam Bhavabdo Gabhire Atibhime Stitanam Samudharane Ka Tvadanya. Those who bow to you, you give them everything. You take all the obstacles away from their life. Samartha Tato Mam Samabhyudharat Artha Namaste, Namaste Bhavani. You can do anything. I bow down to you. Avidya Maha Agraha Vaktre Nivishtam Rishi Karth Vancha Maha Sarpadashtam Viditva Vilambam Nayuktam Kripade. Namaste, Namaste, Namaste Bhavani. O Ma, I bow to you again and again and again and again. The world is deluded by your energy or by Krishna's energy, but and they go and pray to Krishna to come out of this great time, time which is the destroyer. So the world is deluded by time, the great energy called time. But I am praying to you, please come down, please calm down. Don't become this Kali, don't become this bluish colored form. Please come to your actual form, which is Gauri. So I really request you. Chiratva padam mochakam dukha pashanam cha anyam mamasti dukha prashante iti swantare nishitartha sada namaste, namaste Bhavani. Please bless us. Please be graceful on us. Please be merciful on us. We pray to you again and again, again and again. Your lotus feet can remove us from this cycle of misery, and you only can remove my unhappiness, my sadness, my grief. Who else but you? Oh Bhavani, I am praying to you again and again, again and again. And when he was praying to Ma Bhavani, he was overwhelmed with ecstasy, and then tears were flowing through his eyes. And then Shankari Gauri saw him, and then Gauri said, don't worry, oh Himvan, I will listen to your prayers. Now I will become like a small baby, and you're going to forget everything, all my divinity, all my supremacy, you're going to forget. And after that, she became like a baby, and Himvan is very happy. And she started playing in their home. Maina is happy, Himvan is happy. she is playing in their home like just a small baby, and she's growing. The father loves the baby so much. Father-daughter special relationship. And see, he looks at the small baby. He touches the baby's hand. It's written here. So nicely they've written. Kanya ne janam liya. यह सुनकर के सारी औरतें भीतर घुस आई. So when Ma became like a small baby, okay, like small, right now she was a Ma, and now she's become a small baby, and she started crying. Like how babies cry. How babies cry, right? So she started crying like a newborn baby. And when she started crying like a newborn baby, the sound went into the entire palace. And everybody's like, oh, what happened? What happened? And then the news went, oh, there's a beautiful girl which has come to Himvan and Maina. And then everybody started coming inside to see the girl. And then there was festivals everywhere. Himvan threw a big festival, and all the brahmanas were called, mantras were chanted, then her name was kept. So big festival for that. Many people, everybody was fed sumptuously, and charities were given, cows were donated, and he was so happy, Himvan. And this baby's name was kept as, because the baby was shining bright, and baby's name was kept as Gauri. So this baby, whose tiny hand is holding and playing, first holding in their lap, and then this baby starts walking. Himvan is walking with the baby. Mother is becoming happy. All those little leelas which a small child does with their parents. All those little leelas, all those little pastimes, Ma is doing like a small baby with Himvan and Maina. And slowly time passed. Not slowly, but actually fast. So she was just a baby, and now suddenly time flew. And now she has become a young girl of almost marriageable age, 14, 15, 16 in those times. When the girl hits puberty, the parents started looking for a guy. So this used to be the tradition in those times. The girls hit puberty, and parents will start looking for a suitable groom to get her married. So she is looking very beautiful. She's very youthful. She's almost turned 16. And then the parents were like, okay, it's time to get her married. And then Narad Ji comes. So where should they get him married? So they went to their Guru, Garga Muni. Garga Muni is the same Guru, Kulguru, who is of Krishna's, Krishna's Kulguru, same. So Garg Muni. So they went to Garg Muni, and Garg Muni looked at the daughter, Gauri, and he understood this is not an ordinary daughter. She is Devi herself. And Garg Muni said, your daughter, the only husband, suitable husband for your daughter is Lord Shiva. She should only get married to Shiva. So Himvan and wife are very happy. Maina is very happy. Oh, Shiva, we'll take the proposal to Shiva. And they come back home from Garg Muni's house. And in the evening, Narad Muni comes. Narad Muni comes, and Himvan is like, oh, you have come. So nice to see you again. Sit down. And then as usual, he's a saint. So Himvan takes water, washes his feet, gives him snacks, everything, and serves him properly. And then while they have dinner properly, and then Narad is sitting, and Narad says, call Gauri, I want to see her. I haven't seen her for a long time. And then Gauri comes. Oh, Narad is like, oh, Gauri, you've grown up. She's become so beautiful. So are you looking for a groom or not? Himvan is like, yeah. We are looking for a groom. Today only we went to Garg Muni. And Garg Muni said, Shiva is the one who should marry your daughter. So we are thinking to take the proposal to Shiva. And Narad Muni said, Shiva? Narad is Narad. Sometimes you want to have this fun. Narad is Bhagwan's mind. And this brother, sister, they always play all these games. So these stories keep happening here and there. So Narad says, Shiva, your daughter is so beautiful. She's a princess. You want to marry her with Shiva? Shiva, how does it even look? You don't want to repeat the same story again. In the past life, Sati had to give her life. She burnt herself in the fire because of Shiva. Because Shiva is so ugly looking. You want again Gauri to go to Shiva? He's still the same ugly looking. Whatever you look at him, he is not at all auspicious even to look at. You look at him and you feel inauspiciousness. Where does he sit? He sits in a graveyard. You go to graveyard, you come home and you take bath. But this guy doesn't even come out of the graveyard. He only sits in the graveyard. We keep feet distance from intoxicated people. And this person, what all he gulps. Anything that is growing in the graveyard, he gulps. He eats poisonous stuff. Intoxicated all the time. His eyes are dirty. His hair is matted. He does not even go and clean the hair. His hair are matted. He does not even. What does he wear? He wears the skin of a elephant, and then he wears a deer skin. And then he takes snakes from the graveyard and then makes them his earrings. And then he takes big snakes and makes them as his necklace. And then he's not satisfied with that. So the snakes are moving all around his body. Look at that. It's so scary. He's not satisfied with that. He just takes, in the graveyard, all those narmund, all the skulls. He just takes out the skulls from the graveyard, makes the garland of the skulls, and then puts it in his body. Oh my God, Shiva. He's so inauspicious. People put what not to look beautiful. Nice powders, nice scented powders, perfumes, chandans. What does he decorate himself with? He takes those ashes of the graveyard and then smears his whole body with the ashes. His whole hair, his body, everything is smeared with the ashes of the graveyard of dead body. That's Shiva. So inauspicious. No, Himvan, no. Your daughter is so beautiful, 16-year-old. Look at her. She's like a beautiful, just a bud, flower bud. She's just flowering. And you think you will marry her to that Shiva? Oh my God, no. Have you seen what kind of people he sits with? All kind of demons, goblins, spirits. He just sits with them all the time. And what does he travel on? A bull. He didn't get anything better, a bull. Oh, no. I don't think so. Your daughter can take that, Shiva. Oh, no. I don't think so. Garg Muni gave you a good advice. It's not a good advice. You must marry your daughter to, you must not marry your daughter to Shiva. He confused Himvan. And Himvan is like, okay, what do I do now? Yeah, what you're saying is right. I didn't think in that direction. Yeah. After you tell me, Narad Ji, yes, I understand. Shiva is so bad. Oh yeah, he is not suitable for my daughter. What do I do now? He's like, if you don't mind, I can suggest you another suitable groom. Who? Oh, Vishnu Ji. Lakshmi Ji is serving Vishnu's feet. People in the world run after Lakshmi, and Lakshmi, who is controlling her? Lakshmi is serving Vishnu's feet. He is the richest man in the whole universe. And look at his form, so beautiful. Always wearing silk and pitambari, radiant blue color. He wears all those nice vanamalas, crowns, studded with gems. Lakshmi gives him everything. So knowledgeable and full of sattva, full of qualities, good qualities. I think Vishnu is a better groom, suitable groom for your daughter. Himvan, what do you think? Himvan is like, Devarshi, Narad, if you can really take this proposal to Vishnu, I'll be so happy. I feel so good you came. I think, yes, after you tell me, yes, Vishnu is the suitable groom for Gauri. I want you to take the proposal to Vishnu and please come back and tell me whether Vishnu accepted the proposal or not. So we will end up the story here, 29th chapter. So the proposal has gone to Vishnu. Now we will see what Gauri wants in tomorrow's lecture. Okay. So we'll read your comments and we'll end up the class. Pranam. All right. Lucky dogma. Yes. Vishwas ji writes, beautiful stotra by Himvan. Tears started rolling down my eyes. Namaste, Bhavani. The scene, imagination of happiness, Himvan makes me the mind thrill with joy. Yes, all the stories are very beautiful. All right, so we'll end up the class and we'll see you tomorrow. May all your day and night be Lalitamai. Jai Ma.
Jai
Jai
Ma.
Ma.
Thank you.
Jai Ma ji.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Sparshma. Hari Bol.